One of the things that I notice about millennials, I'm the oldest of millennials at 37. I think 17 or so is the youngest. And, our generation had a lot more done for us, given to us, a lot less, let's say, discipline or harsh conditions. And because of that, I think a lot of millennials they're just more likely to quit stuff. Their attention span is like nil. They haven't had it rough, right? And you notice, when you think of American history is built on people that came in and they had it rough and they overcame gigantic adversity and created wealth. You think of the richest, I think, human being ever, if not he was number two, out of the United States, Andrew Carnegie. I mean, he was an immigrant. He came here, built it from nothing, and you just start to hear these stories, even right now, right? With my man from Tesla. I mean, he's an immigrant as well from South Africa, and you just start to line up these stories.
What is your desperate why? What is your desperate why? And there's a difference between, well, I'm doing this because, they're great people and we have a good time and I just want to make some money and I just want to help people and, it's just good. No. I want something that's desperate. I bet you if you interview all of, the million-a-year earners that are in the room, you're going to find a point where a desperate why set in.
Most of millennials they've had it good, right? They've had it good. And when you have it good and there's not like this big mountain to climb, I think it creates this comfort zone of allowing people to quit on stuff as soon as it starts getting a little bit hard. And they're like, oh, I'm just going to start this business. Oh, wait, no, this business is a little bit hard. Oh, I'm going to take this new job. Oh, wait, no, this new job's a little bit hard. Oh, I'm going to make a ton of money in sales. Oh, wait, people say no. That's a little bit hard. And they have this propensity to quit things over and over and over again as soon as it gets a little bit hard, because our generation didn't have it as hard as the generation before us. Sure as hell didn't have it as hard as my grandfather's generation, the Great Generation. Both my grandfathers fought in World War II. All four of my grandparents went through the Great Depression. I mean, we didn't experience that stuff. So, we had our video games and, we had riding lawnmowers and we had rides everywhere. I mean, our parents sure as hell weren't going to let us walk to school or at least taking the bus. I mean, we didn't have it that bad.
I heard individuals, that were speaking earlier that talked about, look, we were being evicted. We were hiding our last car. Like, these are desperate, that's a desperate reason to take massive action. And many of you go around talking to people, what's your why? What's your why? And they're like, well, I want, and they're like, what's your why? You're like, I just want to help people. And that's what we say to everybody in our team, but you're not desperate about that. Now, there might be one person in your team that you're like, wow, it's such a bad situation. I desperately must get them across the finish line. But I need you guys to establish what your desperate why is. Guys, what gets you up in the morning to build this business? What gets you up?
These same people now want to be business owners. They want to be millionaires. They want to be leaders. They want to, they want to have this great lifestyle. But most of them, they just don't have the balls. They don't have the grit. They don't have just the guts inside that it takes to win, to kill it, to crush it, to be a millionaire. Because that shit's hard. The amount of work that it takes. And what happens is a lot of them, they just can't find something that they're so driven to win for. They can't find a sense of purpose. They can't find something that they'll kill for, right? I want to go, no matter what's thrown my way, no matter how bad it gets, no matter what brings to me. I don't fucking care. I'm going to go.
What gets you up in the morning? Do you even know yet? Have you established that yet? Because you have to. What inspires you? I heard that word earlier, from Mike Sims. What inspires you? If you're not inspired, how could you inspire anyone else to take action? There's no way you could. How could you recruit somebody else to take action and inspire them to make a change in their life if you're not inspired? You must be inspired first. What moves you, and what are you passionate about?
For some reason, I developed that attitude at 18 when I started entrepreneurship, and I think that had a major play in why I was a millionaire by 25 and a decamillionaire by 35. It was the fact that I was willing to take on all of that adversity and never quit. And I had this deep drive, And I'll tell you what, if you're going to start a business, you're going to be an entrepreneur, you want to go into sales, you want to make money, and you think you're going to do that with an oh well attitude. Like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a try. I'll put a toe in the water. It's not going to happen. Yeah, I'll say, let me just save you the pain now. Let me save you the time, the money, the energy, the effort, the loans, borrowing money from whoever to start your business. Don't do it. And the reason why is because you're not going to make it. The only way you're going to make it is if you have just this desperate reason to make it.
That's how it works. You got to establish this first. All of these things before you're going to, have this huge, thriving organization and be putting dozens of personal recruits in a day. What drives you?
And, my hope is that not only millennials, but every generation, no matter who a person is, they take away from this message that if you're going to make it, you sure as hell better get desperate in your action. You better have something that you're like, I have got to win. I have got to make this happen. I have got to be victorious no matter what.